Hi, welcome to I'm going to call it a drink-through rather than a walk-through of the 2022 Spring Wine Club release. My name is Dylan Hamilton.
And I am Devin Hamilton. We are the winemakers here at Pacific Breeze Winery. If you don't know us already, nice to meet you.
You should, yes. We're usually around here. But we're going to take you through the wines that will be in your upcoming wine club package. Starting with
something very interesting, unique, new to us. We have done an orange wine this year. So I'll let you open that.
Sure.
So this is a wine that was fermented on skins. So a white wine, Gewürztraminer, fermented on skins for 7 days. And it adds a really unique quality, most notably the color. So a lot of orange wines are very popular right now in the natural wine movement. We're not going to go as far as and say that it's a fully natural wine, but we call it a very a minimally intervened wine, a minimal intervention wine.
We did as little as we could,
yes.
But
let that Gewürztraminer speak for itself.
Exactly. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
And the orange only is the color. We did not add any orange, the fruit. There's no citrus in here. Just grapes. It's just the color.
So yeah, Gewürztraminer is naturally sort of a little pinky, a little orangey in hue. So when it's fermented on skins, it imparts that color. Normally what we do with Gewürztraminer is press the juice off of the skins right away for fermentation, and that's why our other Gewürztraminer is perfectly clear.
Yeah. Such a cool nose. Honeysuckle. There's maybe a hint of a little spice. It's we kind of say that it's a little bit like an Aperol spritz along those lines, where you have that. Oh, I could just smell this all day.
Spicy.
Yeah, a little candy ginger orange peel feel. That rhymed.
Orange peel feel. Try the wine, it's fine. Sorry.
Good fruit on the palate. Bright, but not overbearing acidity at all.
Very smooth.
These are really, again, I think it's charming. I think it's unique. I think it's new for us and just terrific.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, if you've never tried an orange wine before, I think this is a good place to start. It's not too overbearing. Some orange wines, and especially orange wines from the natural wine movement, can get borderline, to be honest, a little bit weird. Again, with minimal amount of sulfites, it can oxidize a little bit easier.
Oh, and also we should mention with winemaking, with that minimal intervention, we didn't fine this wine at all. So, you should expect to see some visual changes as it ages.
Especially depending on how you store the wine. I've done some stress tests on this, and then putting it next to our baseboard heater upstairs for a couple days. It definitely started getting a little bit hazy, which we would expect. That's the heat stability side of things. That's a protein haze, which doesn't affect the flavor, but it's just a visual thing that...
Normally we use a bentonite clay.
It is vegan.
So it's a vegan wine. But we actually didn't use it on this. Bentonite clay binds to other proteins in the wine, and they drop out, and then we take the wine off of that clay, so you won't get any hazing issues with temperature fluctuations. But we didn't do that. Again, minimal intervention. So the beer world actually has done a really great job of demystifying sort of clarity.
The hazy IPAs.
Yeah, the hazy IPAs. They've made it more common. Wine hasn't quite caught up that way, but if you're seeing a little hazing, not a big deal. It still tastes delicious. Go ahead and drink it. Nothing to worry about.
And you will have to kind of get it pretty warm to do that still.
If it gets warm, if you pick up a bottle, put it in your trunk, and it's a sunny day and it's 45 degrees in your trunk.
You shouldn't do this with anyone. Why are you doing this? Don't trunk age. Trunk aging is not good for wine.
Just drink it. Here's the train.
That's a train. We are an urban winery, right? So, very cool.
It's like drinking Aperol Spritz in an Italian square.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Sort of transports you.
I think it's great by itself. I think you could do a lot of cool things food pairing wise. I would think Italian kind of right away, like a
pizza,
pasta. Nothing too heavy sauce wise. A little garlic and olive oil.
A little focaccia, a little rosemary focaccia bread.
There's some chili flakes on there too, because there's a little bit of that spice there. And there's just a hint, I mean, I wouldn't call this sweet or even like off dry, but there's just a little bit there that you might be able to work with some chili flakes. Really fun to smell.
Yeah, serve this ice cold, watching the sunset. You're drinking the sunset.
You're drinking the sunset. It's a little bit colder though. But, so that if you are...
You're drinking the sunset at May of 2020, or 2022, because it's cold this year.
Yeah. Damn it. So that will be our white wine for this release.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, do we have a spit bucket?
No.
Okay. Well, cheers.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
okay.
Yeah, move into our reds.
Give it to you. Our 2020 Cabernet Franc. This is grown in a Soyuz. We've been working with this vineyard for a little while now. Amazing quality. And 2020 was a very exceptional year. So really excited to get this out. Cabernet Franc is one of our biggest red wines right now, and I think it's also the one that BC really excels at right now. That kind of trade-off of, like uniqueness, and it's cool, and it is itself, and it's still pretty big and bold, and it is what it should be. Cabernet Franc is probably, I think, the best, as far as a full-bodied red, I think it's what BC has the best to offer. Getting into it here.
Give that one a little swirl and a little smell.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's like, there's some lighter red berries on the aroma, some raspberry.
Yeah, kind of delicate, maybe some like violet and like those more floral notes.
Absolutely. Bit of cracked pepper. But I'm still getting some of that oak treatment, but more on like a cedar side of things.
Yeah, it's not overly smoky at all. It's pretty smooth. A little rosiness.
A little minerality.
Yeah.
But that, all lends itself to that like BC Cab Franc. Very varietally specific on the nose.
A little over a year in oak, and I think this was mostly American oak, if not 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a great color, really a rich garnet, which I think is what I say about every red wine. But
There's some good tan in there. Really nicely balanced acidity. It's like black cherry, some currant.
Yeah, I definitely get that currant cassis, pretty concentrated, dark red fruit.
Yeah, but it's still bright. The acidity in the 2020s are all very balanced and bright. Juicy.
So good.
Juicy,
Yeah, you're going to like it. Wow. Food pairing wise, what do you think?
Like a beef stew, a beef bourguignon. I think actually we maybe say that on the label.
Yeah.
I would also I could go like a lamb, something lamb for that earthiness to kind of mimic.
Like a little green goddess dip or something on a lamb lollipop. But I think, there's a lot of things you do with this. I think barbecue too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can handle a little, like a smoky rib.
Yeah, because the smokiness is there, but it's really not the number one note. It's really like, it's a lot more fruit and earth
and
with a little bit of that.
Good acidity to like cut through some of the fattier things that you might find on barbecue, like ribs. Like a pork pork rib marinated in some root beer. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think my go-to still, it would be something more like red meat and like a really nice herby sauce, like sage and that feel.
Fantastic.
But a good transition from like summer to fall red, I would say, like in that late summer kind of. I mean, I drink Cab Franc
or spring,
like
at
at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday summer morning. So I
pair it with a good book and a pair of slippers.
You're wearing the slippers, not even the slippers. Cool. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is a very unique and I think, one of the funnest packages we have in a while. The Reserve, well, I shouldn't say it quite yet, but what we're going to move on to is the Reserve Killer, which is, of course...
Spoiler the surprise.
I know. And with the orange wine, the Cab Franc, which is kind of our most popular red, and then the Reserve Killer Cab, which I think is the most limited release Reserve, shortest run. We don't do it every year by any extent. I think this is our third
yeah,
since 2014.
Yeah, 14, 16,
now 19.
and now 19.
All right, I'm warmed up.
All right, then let's move on to our 2019 Reserve Killer Cab. So this is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, some Syrah, and a splash of Petit Verdot. And aged in only our best barrels. And it's really
over 2 years.
Over 2 years. I think it was 30 months. Yeah. So 30 months in oak. So we've got a lot more time in barrel over that Cab Sauv. It's soft, like maybe a little. Oh wow! Yeah, that smells fantastic. That just makes you smile.
Yeah, that's knowing our wine club members. This is what you're after. This is what you've been waiting for. Super dark, big fruit, big oak on the aroma.
It's like a really delicate vanilla bean coming through.
A little of that cigar box. We played around with a lot of different blends. I think this was 3% Petit Verdot, 22 Syrah, and the rest is pure Cab Sauv. All out of Washington State. Our favorite vineyard in Washington. We love it. These are select rows that we get marked so we know which ones are on a slightly more of a hill. So it gives it a little bit more structure, we think, to it, and they're fermented separately. And each varietal is also obviously fermented separately, and then we'll come to the blend later. We blended this a while ago now.
Yeah, it was late August of 2021. So they sat in barrel together as a blend, get to know each other. Oof, that is delicious. Yeah, really nice, powerful tannin, but it is long and it's smooth.
Finish. I like the other two wines, but this is...
this is a different... It's just a whole nother level.
This will be on special for the wine club with your wine club pack, and I think we give you one opportunity to buy it, and it'll be $10 off the regular price, which it'll be $55, but you'll get it at $45 on your auto charge, and then you get one opportunity.
Yeah, one chance to buy it. It's that $45 price.
And there won't be a lot of this. It won't be around for too long. So if you try it when you're here, make sure you do. We will have it open for tastings, and you can book your private tasting if you want. But otherwise, just pop down in the lounge here. You can sit behind me and try it out. And yeah, I mean, it's only going to improve.
Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of warm cinnamon. It's like fantastic.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
So I would put this is your steak wine, 100%.
yeah, and I would just pick like a good cut and almost do it with just salt and pepper and maybe throw a slab of butter on there. You know, like really like
Minimal.
Yeah, like don't play too much. Like keep it simple. I have had a blue cheese crusted steak before that like it could hold up to a blue cheese, or like some of those stronger cheeses too if you just want to
Or
sit with it.
just a big chocolate bar. Just a big dark chocolate bar.
Yeah, it's a big chocolate.
Yeah, that's more my stuff.
Yeah.
A glass of red wine and a big bar of dark
I would
chocolate.
maybe shave the dark chocolate.
I just
Yeah, not
crunch right
I-
into Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed our review of the wines, or our drink through, if you will.
Yeah.
We should also mention this next couple of weeks, we've made a fun little Devi Bevy at the lounge. It is a spicy pineapple margarita. So if you're picking up your pack, be sure to give this wine slushy a try. It's
It's so good. We've done numerous trials at home, just trying to perfect everything.
So
it's a little
wine,
pineapple puree.
wine, tequila together at last.
Yeah.
And,
Perfect for the patio, which eventually we hear the sun will come out.
Yeah, pretend it's summer with us and join us in the lounge.
So good.
After picking up your wine.
My straw is broken. Anyways.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope everyone enjoys their package. And let us know what you think about kind of our new experiment with the orange wine. Again, every year we like to do something new. The orange wine was our first time doing that. So if we like it, we'll bring it back. If you don't, let us know.
Yeah. You're going to love it.
You're going to love it.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.